So today it has been confirmed that Michael Carrick has been made the permanent head coach for Manchester United. He's been given a 2-year deal after a very, very impressive run as an interim manager. And in my opinion, hey man, this was the right decision. He deserved it. I think a 2-year deal is very, it's very sensible. You know what I'm saying? Maybe me, I would have gone 18 months, but I think a 2-year deal is very, very sensible. It's very, very sensible. They haven't gone out and 5-year deal, 4-year deal, none of that. Nah. So if things start to go wrong, if they need to sack him, like United have needed to sack managers in the past, the compensation won't be too high and they can sort of move on from Carrick if he turns out to not be the right guy. But I think for the time being, I think Carrick was the right selection. I think the way he's come in, he just sort of simplified stuff. He's brought players back into the fray. There's sort of a unity around the United squad now. I feel like it looks like he sort of told players about their roles. You know what I'm saying? It feels like Maguire, he's more accepting of his role as, a 4th or 5th choice centre-back now, you know what I'm saying? He's willing to stay at the club, even if it means a 4th or 5th choice centre-back. He's brought Kobbie Mainoo back into the frame after, his brother was wearing the Free Kobbie Mainoo t-shirts. We were all screaming Free Kobbie, even me, because, that's my ball. I like Kobbie Mainoo, man, one of my favourite players to watch. He's brought Kobbie back into the fray, and Kobbie, he looks more mobile, looks more dynamic, which is a criticism. People said Kobbie had no legs, but he's looking good, he's looking dynamic, he's making challenges, he's covering ground, and he's still got that ability to carry the ball, play passes. He's looking trim now, you know what I'm saying? Before he was looking a bit stocky, but he's looking trim now, you know what I'm saying? He's looking good, contributing to Man United performances. Bruno Fernandes, he's in the 10 now, you know what I'm saying? None of this, deep line playmaker stuff for Bruno Fernandes. He's higher up the pitch now with a simplified formation where he can make things happen, and that led to him equaling the all-time Premier League assist record. Obviously, United recruited well, so Michael Carrick, he had the attacking firepower. He has Cunha now. He has Mbeumo now. He's got Sesko and Xerxes up top, 2 different profiles for different situations. It's a good thing to have, you know what I'm saying? He's brought Aiden Heaven in, Aiden Heaven's form over the last, couple weeks, very, very good, you know what I'm saying? He looks, the most impressive centre-back that United have right now, with De Ligt being injured, with Euro, having injuries and Euro having, dips in form, not being in the best form. Aiden Heaven has looked like that guy, you know what I'm saying? Luke Shaw played a lot of games. I'm pretty sure this is the most games that Luke Shaw has probably played for Man United. Or if it's not the most total games, it's the most probably percentage completions. And yes, they didn't have any European football and they got knocked out of the cups earlier. But hey man, it's a good sign that Luke Shaw was fit this year, because we know normally Luke Shaw, he's in and out, man. You're lucky to get 25 games in all comps out of Luke Shaw, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was the right decision, man. Michael Carrick, he's coming and he sort of just established what a Man United team looks like. Ruben Amorim tried to come in with that 3 at the back, this different system, leaving big gaps in the midfield. But Carrick just came in and said, nah, he knows what Man United are about. Man United have never really been the most, even under Fergie, even with their great teams, it was never the most complicated. You know what I'm saying? It was never the most complicated. It was never the most diverse tactics. It was just, be compact off the ball, and when you get on the ball, give the fans a good time, attack. That's what Man United are about. The attacking players, the flair. You look at, the 99 team, just a simple 4-4-2, but then, you had Scholes, you had Beckham, you had Giggsy, you had Dwight York, Andy Cole, Sheringham and Solskjaer off the bench. You had, attacking firepower to go, and then you had that defense of, Neville, Irwin, Stam, you had them, you know what I'm saying? You had all of them guys there. Roy Keane, you had all them guys there. Off the ball, solid, and then firepower, you just go, you know what I'm saying? You just go. Even in the 90s, earlier than that, you had your Cantonas, your Kanchelskis, you know what I'm saying? Backline was sorted out, your Steve Bruce's, your Pallisters, solid backline, and then you go. We're Man United, we have the attacking firepower, we just go. We go to the 08 team. Solid, Rio, Vidic, Evra, Neville, nothing too complicated. 4-4-2 once again. Sometimes it will merge into a 4-3-3, but 4-4-2 for the most part, you know what I'm saying? You had Carrick and Scholes at the base, and then you just let the attackers ball. You let Ronaldo go express himself. You let Nani go express himself. Tevez, Rooney, Berbatov, they had all of them guys in the same season, by the way. That's crazy. Anderson off the bench, you just let these ballers ball. Then Fergie's last title win, you buy Van Persie. What did he say to the guys? He said, This guy right here, attacking firepower. You man do the defensive work, and then at the end of it, hey, get this man the ball. He's gonna win us the league. And what did Van Persie do? 26 goals. United fired United to the league. You know what I'm saying? Still, that volley from the ball from Rooney, still one of the best techniques I've ever seen from a volley. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy work from Van Persie. What a 3-4 year spell he had. Like in his prime, Van Persie, man, what a player. But yeah, man, I think this was the right decision, man. Now, but now this is where the real work starts for Carrick. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that permanent, we know this is where the real work. Because we know what happened with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know what I'm saying? Give him the contract, let him write down everything he wants. Man United are back. Ole's at the wheel. Hey man, we know how that worked out, you know what I'm saying? There were good times under Ole, but ultimately he was let go, you know what I'm saying? He was let go after, I'm pretty sure, what was it? Was it 2 years or 2.5 years after that? And it just didn't work out. And as for Carrick now, I feel like the board, you know what I'm saying? The people higher up, they showed last summer, even in the last 2 summers to be fair, that the way they're signing players is a lot better than before, you know what I'm saying? It feels like these guys have a plan, they have an identity for the team. It feels like before it was simply just, oh, we'll just buy players here, we'll just buy someone here. Oh, Pogba's available, let's go after Pogba, big name. Zlatan, big name. Mkhitaryan, big name. Alexis Sanchez, boom, boom. But there was no plan to, you know, make these guys, you know, be a cohesive unit. Oh, Sancho, Ronaldo, Cavani, Bruno, Pogba. On paper, great, Mason Greenwood, all these players, but it feels like there was no system, no cohesion. But it feels like the higher ups sort of know what they're doing in terms of the signings. Now, I'm not going to talk about anything else about the club because I don't really get into that. But just in terms of the on-pitch signings, I think have been very good. You know, the Mazraouis, the De Lits, the Mbuemos, the Cunhas, the Seskos. I think they've been strong. I think they've been good signings. You know what I'm saying? I think all of them, the Seny Lamons, I think they've been good signings, you know what I'm saying? So it feels like Man United know what they're doing. It's an important summer for them if they really want to kick on. Now the pressure's on Carrick to really kick on because that's what Ole failed to do. Ole, he made top 4, you know, got to finals, but he just couldn't win. So if Carrick can start winning some trophies whilst maintaining this level of performance from the players, I think we'll start to see something, potentially something, you know, similar to Arteta at Arsenal, potentially. I'm not saying that, but as long as there's constant progress, Man United are in finals, in Carabao Cup finals, in, you know, maybe get into a quarter final of the Champions League. That shows progress, you know what I'm saying? As long as there's progress and they sign smartly, they consider that, yes, Bruno is our talisman, but he is 31. So we need to, you know, start buying more players. We need to consider the fact that Casemiro has left. Let's go get, not even one, but let's go get 2 more midfielders to have in the squad with Kobbie Mainoo, you know what I'm saying? They need to consider all these things. Maybe an extra winger because Cunha and Mbuemo, they're more inside forwards to me, you know what I'm saying? We have Ahmad, let's go get another one. Or you bring it, you know, you got Ahmad and Shea Lacey on the right who are more out-and-out wingers, but on that left side, let's go get another, you know, real touchline winger, a real 1v1 demon, you know what I'm saying? These are the sort of things Man United need to assess in the summer to help out Michael Carrick because it's going to be unfortunate if he does get shagged by him not getting his players, you know what I'm saying? Him not getting his players and then him being unfairly let go because he didn't get his players, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they really need to help him. Maybe another centre-back because you're thinking now, can we rely on the fitness of a Matthias de Ligt? You know, can we rely on a fitness of a Luke Shaw? Do we still trust that Dalot is good enough at the level? Maybe we need another right-back, you know, a right-back, a left-back. Maybe we need another centre-back, you know. Can we rely on, you know, if the Ligt goes down, can we rely on Maguire to, you know, play a full season next to Aiden Heaven? How is Lenny Euro going to develop, you know what I'm saying? How is Lenny Euro, going to develop, you know what I'm saying? So these are still some question marks in terms of recruitment for Man United. But in terms of Michael Carrick, I think the guy knows what he's doing. You know, he's just come in and he simplified it. Hopefully it's not a case of, it's not an Arnie Slot thing where he tries to, you know, overcomplicate the tactics in his full, you know, second year but full first year like Arnie Slot did, and then it all just sort of goes to mess. I just think, you know, learn from Slot, you know what I'm saying? Learn from Slot, keep it simple, you know what I'm saying? Know which profiles you need and just go from there and show the fans that, yo, play attacking football, play good football, and show the fans that there's progress in terms of, you know, winning trophies, getting to finals, challenging for Premier League titles as well. But I personally think it was the right decision. Let me know what you think. I think this was a sensible decision. I personally would have maybe said 18-month contract, 1 year contract, 1 year, 18-month contract. They've gone 2 years. But yeah, man, I think it was the right decision for Man United, especially. It looks like Bruno Fernandes is going to stay at the club. Kobbie Mainoo's staying at the club. They need to, sort out, in my opinion, they need to buy 2 midfielders, a pair of fullbacks and a centre-back. But we'll see, man. It's just all about, the recruitment. I feel like Carrick as a coach has proven that, he has patterns of play. He's got Man United playing. They've had big results. The Man City game, they played beautiful football, Me as a Man City fan, I have to admit, the patterns, and they were bopping us off the park there at Old Trafford, I can't lie, and they deserved the 2-0 win. At the Emirates, they showed character to go to the Emirates and win at the Emirates, 3-2. Cunha stunner, Dorgu stunner, and they played nice football there as well. To go to the Stamford Bridge and win at Chelsea. I know this isn't the best Chelsea side, but to still go to Stamford Bridge and win at Chelsea. And then he also beat Liverpool at Old Trafford, Beat Liverpool at Old Trafford. That game was a little bit, you did question, his in-game substitutions, keeping Kobbie and Casemiro on for so long. But they did end up getting the win, nonetheless. And that's the bottom line, That's the bottom line for Man United, win the game. So I think Carrick showed positive signs. I think he deserved, to get the permanent role. I think it was, a sensible thing for Man United. The players seem behind him. They seem, there seems to be a unity around the squad now. Certain players who were put out into the wilderness have been brought back. Now they're performing. Guys like Casemiro, even though he's not going to be there next season, he was pretty much in the wilderness with Amorim, but now he's back. Kobbie Mainoo as well, in the wilderness, brought back. Bruno, position change. Now he was performing as well. So yeah, I think Carrick has done well to come in, steady the ship, and yeah, now we need to see what he does to kick forward Man United into next season.